Andy from Altoz, and he's the one that's making this happen. Freaking love them 873s. That is a state trooper. All right, guys, we have a new adventure in store, and this one has been 4 years in the making. Well, let me back this up. 4 years ago, I saw my first Altoz mower, and I wanted to test them out. I saw those tracks, and it just intrigued me, and I went up to the Altoz booth at the GIE, and I tried to line up a demo, and I got turned down flat right then and there. Then I made a phone call. Could I line up a demo? Nobody would return my phone calls. And for 4 years, I've continued to go to the Altoz booth at the Minnesota Farm Show, at the GIE, at the Northern Green Expo, at everywhere that I seen these guys, and asked them if I could arrange for a demo so we could see how these mowers perform. And I was turned down flat until the GIE. And that's when things changed and the story gets interesting. So at this year's GIE 2021, I went to the Altoz booth on the inside, then the outside, then the inside again, and then back to the outside, trying to find down somebody that would let me do a demo. And I'd gotten turned down 3 of the 4 times, but that 4th time, that was the charmer. What had happened was I was able to align the demo because of you guys out there. I was at the outdoor booth at the GIE trying to talk to somebody to make arrangements and just getting in the same spot I'd been gotten for 4 years when you guys started to come up to me. Dirt Monkey, are you gonna test an Altoz? Dirt Monkey, you gotta run one of these. Dirt Monkey, we gotta see a video on how these things perform. And the Altoz team was all there listening, and their ears finally started to perk up enough to make them realize that you guys are hungry to actually see these things in action. And one of the guys, he's the head for the Midwest, is my understanding, said, I'll make it happen for you. And that's where we're going today. We're actually going to his parents' house. Yup. And I'm taking it, man. Absolutely. I guess they got a pond with a steep hill that goes right down into the water and thick, heavy brush that we can tackle. I'm pumped, dude. 4 years in the making, and it's finally gonna happen in a few moments. This is gonna be a good day, but before that does, we gotta get the trencher of doom out of the back of my truck. It's a giant trencher that goes on the front of a mini excavator, and it looks like a monstrous chainsaw. Cool looking. Worked pretty good. So if you guys wanna see a really cool video on that, go hit that up. And hey, while I'm thinking about it, if you guys enjoy these videos, if you could do me a favor and hit that like button, man, that does seriously go a long way. You guys have a lot of power, a lot of influence. That like button goes a long way, and then commenting goes a long way too. So thank you for doing both of those things. I see you guys doing it, and it's much appreciated. But let's keep this journey going. So this isn't something you get to see very often. Well, this isn't something that gets shown enough. As I'm driving by, I want you to see, that is a state trooper, and he is under the car helping that lady change a tire. So I'm gonna help him. Do you need a hand?
Yeah, he helped me.
I see that.
Yeah.
What do we got going on? We got a flat tire?
My tire, yeah. And
Okay.
I had it like less than month.
Yep.
I was going middle of the road.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, no worries.
Are you working with him?
No, never met him before, but I seen you working on her and I had to come and help you, sir.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yep.
I think I got it now.
Oh, you got a jack?
Yeah.
Okay. The officer used the jack out of his own patrol vehicle, but it got maxed out before we got clearance. With the car partially in the ditch like that, the jack that we were using just wasn't giving us enough clearance to put the fresh tire back in place. We gotta go up.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to go up anymore.
Is your jack maxed out? Shoot.
That's it?
Yeah. Put it on and get the jack situated in a different spot.
Maybe. Either that or...
We just put the other jack in and lift her up.
Yeah, maybe. Put that one back on it.
You want to put this one on and lift it back up? Okay. What the police officer and I found out together is she didn't just lose the tire, she lost all of the lug nuts on the side of her car as well. The whole tire got jacked up when she lost that tire. That's probably why she lost the tire in the first place. So the two of us worked on that thing for about another 20 minutes before we got her safely enough that she could go down the road without either of us worrying for her. They don't have to be tight.
Yeah, just as long as it doesn't jar it when we're moving it. Thanks, sir.
I mean, I've seen officers helping people on the side of the road before, but I never knew that they went so far as to help people change their own tires like this. This is a new one to me. All right, well, while I help get this tire changed, we'll let you guys continue on your journey. In the next stop, we'll go get that trencher knocked out. I think you got it. What's that?
That worked out for you?
Not at first.
You had to figure it out a little bit?
Once I got it dialed in, Harry, I could stand outside of the loader and it would just, the loader, the trencher, everything would just go perfect speed, perfect depth. I'm just like, this is weird because the trencher
Was
pulling the loader just enough that nothing would bind up and it would just keep going. So if you guys want to see that video,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
go check out the trenching video on the Cass mini loader. We had a pretty fun day. So it's good to not have that bouncing around back here anymore though. Let's go check out the Snap-on van. This is the coolest playground ever, you guys.
The ice cream truck.
This is the ice cream truck for mechanics, right? Wow. Look at this. park this in my backyard. Let's get a cash register there and everything. Bet you guys spend a lot of your money here, don't you?
Yes, sir. Came at the right time, right?
Yeah.
It's not Christmas yet.
It feels like it though. Have a good one, you guys. Alright, here's something interesting I learned while I was talking to Harry. I always like to try to learn something new every day, and I found out that European warranties on equipment are nothing like American warranties on equipment. Let me tell you what I mean. A European warranty...
Keep left on 994 East now.
Okay, I will. A European warranty starts the minute the machine rolls
Proceed
off.
2 miles on 994 East.
A European warranty starts the moment that the machine rolls off from the production line. So if a skid loader or a telehandler is built over in Europe. Okay, third time's a charm. The warranty in Europe begins the moment the machine rolls off from the production line. So if it has a 12-month warranty, but the machine doesn't sell for 13 months, they may be buying a brand new machine with 0 warranty. Furthermore, the warranty over in Europe does not cover both labor and materials. It only covers one or the other. Jeez, I am kind of funny. In the beginning of this video, I told you I've worked 4 years trying to line up this Altoz video. I've worked about 2.5 trying to line up having a D.O.T. officer come out and show us how to properly hook up a truck to a trailer and properly chain down equipment that allows us to completely be legal. He told me they do go out and they do safety meetings at companies. And I'm going to try to line up a safety meeting and record it for you guys. And what I'd like to do is do it with an active DOT license officer so that we know that everything is up to snuff according to the current rules and regulations.
You have arrived at your destination on the right.
Yes. I already like a setup like this. Oh, it looks like Andy beat us here. Hey,
Thanks, Dan.
how are you?
Good. Say, we'll head right out back. I got some ground out there that we can...
Want me to just follow you?
You can head right out back with me.
In your truck or just follow
Follow
you?
me right back.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, that's Andy from Altoz. And he's the one that's making this happen. Oh, Bobcat 873. Freaking love them 873s. I used to run so many 873s. Just a good machine, except the boom arms rattled a bit much, but everything else about them 873s was... And the 753s were nice, 743s were good, a little small. But the 873s, that was the sweet spot. And a perfect balance of power and size. What the heck is that kind of field? Oh, they got a whole screening operation going on back there. Look at that. We're not that... What? Private lake? Look at that. Oh, that's what we got to be mowing around. I bet we're going to be right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I was supposed to be here at 10 o'clock. And look at that. Right on the dot, even with a random breakdown on the side of the road. Kind of cool. This your folks' operation, Andy?
Yeah.
All of this? Dang.
He's got a little ground out here.
Good to see you, dude.
140 acres.
140 acres.
Yeah.
Why is he farming?
He's not. We lease the ground out to a farmer, a local guy. He does the ground here. We do a lot of black dirt.
Oh, I think you guys could sell this and do a development and just be retired for the next 3 generations.
Yeah, we could, but it's nice to have land though too.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is your private lake, huh?
Yes, we dug this lake about 20 years ago. We finished it.
Seriously?
So
Dug it yourself?
Yep, we dug all the dirt out of this. This was actually all timber like it was over here.
Holy
So the lake,
buckets.
we started back in about 1996. We started digging, and then we finished it right around 2002.
And then harvested the material, sold that off.
Yep, all the black dirt we mined out, and
Mm-hmm.
it was there's natural springs all throughout the pond and lake here as well, and we've got
Did that make it challenging while you were digging for that many years?
had to pump it down. We had to run pumps continuous.
Yeah.
We had pumps running 365 24/7,
Holy
continually
buckets.
pumping as we continued to mine the dirt out of here. So
You must have had a pretty big operation going for a while here.
yeah, we ran. Boy, we had at one time probably 2 unit cranes running with 50-foot booms, and then we had 3 excavators running, and then a full crew of dump trucks pulling and mining dirt every day.
Wow.
So we mined year round, and
Any fish in there? Did you stock it?
there was some fish. There were some fish that got in there, some northerns that are in there. There was some crappies and some sunnies, some like mud sunnies that would come in, stuff like that. There's a drainage ditch on the backside. And
Oh, okay.
stuff like that.
What is a
So
mud sunny?
they're like kind of like a breed between a sunfish and a bass almost. They're just a big mouth on. They're very invasive and they eat everything. So
Huh.
just a neat little fish, but they just eat everything, minnows and worms, all of it.
Hmm.
So, well, yeah, nice little place out here. It's the name of it's Veterans Lake. There's a monument down here on the peninsula that's got all the fallen veterans from the
And you guys set that up too?
Afghanistan war. Yep.
Wow.
So all the Minnesota veterans that had their lives taken on behalf of our freedom.
Yeah.
All right here on a monument for them there. So
Much respect to every one of them, past and present.
absolutely,
Mhm.
got a lot for us. So
Absolutely. Absolutely, man.
Yeah, so-
all woods before. How deep did you dig it?
we only mined it down about 6 feet.
Okay.
Permits will only allow us to go down 6 feet. So
You ever have it freeze all the way over then?
no, it won't freeze all the way over.
Because of the springs?
Springs.
Yep.
Yep,
Perfect.
We've got an aerator on this end here as well. So.
Okay.
But at any rate, yeah, I'll show you what these mowers can do on some slope. We've got some more property on the backside over there on the backside of the pond that we can go out there. There's some occasional brush through there to go through and
Perfect.
show you what we can do with them.
Perfect. Andy, I was telling the guys that I worked on trying to line this video up for 4 years.
Sure.
And if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here today. So
Sure.
give them a shout out. Say, thanks, Andy. Thanks for making
bet.
this one happen.
You bet. You bet. We'll get the mowers off of here then.
All right. And I'm going to get a coat on.
Yeah, so Stan, thanks for coming out here today. Appreciate having you out and doing some demos and whatnot and showing some of the product that we have here for Altoz and Attract zero-turn mowers. So what we have in front of us is our Altoz TRX 766 with the all-terrain deck. We've got 2 different deck options for this, but as you see here today, we've got the all-terrain deck with the chain front, breakaway style blade underneath. This is going to handle your very tall grass, your occasional brush up to 1 inch diameter, but a very good option for a lot of different grounds that you're trying to maintain that are more of an obstacle for a normal traditional mid-mount zero-turn mower. Some of the features that we have on here, of course, of this rigid deck up here in the front, the chains, you're having a taller blade of grass, getting sooner contact with our blades, giving a better first cut pass with your blade breakaway assembly underneath here. We've got tracks, obviously, that you see here on the side. We've got a patented track system that's going to bridge over a lot of the rough terrain, giving us a very smooth ride as we're going to and from, or where we're mowing in our application that we're putting the mowers to. We've got deck height for our deck height. We've got a release pedal over here on our left hand side. We've got a raise and lower on our left hand side. Up here on the side, we've got a console adjust so we can turn our cut height to whatever desired cut height that we're looking for. We range all the way down to a 3-inch cut height, all the way up to a 7-inch cut position with transport at 7.5.
That's a little different than what we're used to with regular mowers.
Yes,
for
sir.
sure.
So we're able to maintain a little higher cut, and there's a lot of applications out there, whether it's a prairie grass that we're trying to maintain that we don't want to cut too low,
right,
and burn out a blade of grass, but also just keeping things maintained versus a beautiful cut, keeping the underbrush and growth from taking place that way. Fuel tanks, we got 7 gallons of fuel. We got a beautiful sight gauge up here that we can see where we're at from a fuel standpoint while we're out there operating. Powered in back with the Vanguard 37 horse EFI engine. The engine has been performing very well for us. We're very pleased with how this engine's been working from a power standpoint, reliability, and everything in between. Moving further on, we've got a hydrostatic 5400 series commercial grade transmission. It's a shuttle drive, so we've got a high and low range transmission stand with this unit. So as we're sitting here on the seat on our left hand side, we can pull our lever back and we're into a high range. That lever can be moved while we're transportating or not. It doesn't matter. That transmission just basically goes from low range to a high range for us. So we've got a nice beautiful seat on here. We've got a suspension seat. It's a weight dial calibration, so you've got a weight to adjust. You've got a tilt adjust here as well, so you've got your back support that can go forward or back. We've got the armrest here, so we can set your armrest down, and then of course sliding back here, so we've got operator pleasure, so we can get into a very comfortable position while we're out here mowing with this product. A little bit more in detail, something that's really neat with this product that we've brought out is a push button start. It is our Smart Track Pro. This push button start allows you to have electronic ignition, so we're not dealing with keys or lost keys anymore, or security
EFI?
protection. This is all conjunction with the EFI engine, but also has a built-in soft start to our PTO. So when our PTO is engaged, we don't have a very violent startup when this mower is being put into gear.
So most mowers, you gotta engage the PTO at about 3/4 idle is the kind of the general rule of thumb. Is that still the rule of thumb with this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Anytime you're dealing with electric PTO clutch, you're going to want to deal with a 3/4 startup.
Okay.
And then you want to bring them back to an idle to stop the mower when you're turning your PTO off.
Okay.
You've got a rotating mass down there with a lot of weight in that blade. So as you bring this back to an idle, that's a lot less energy that you're trying to stop back here. But as you're engaging with this soft start, what you're going to find on that is that's a very smooth startup. You don't have a static shock load on your belt. You're going to save on your clutch, your belt, a lot of your components throughout your deck.
Okay.
So been a very good system for us. We've been running this for 3 years now. We've been very happy with the performance that we're seeing with it.
What is the price point on this one, Andy?
Price point on this unit here as it sits with the all-terrain deck is $23.99.
All right. And we're going to go out. He says the worst part of his lake.
We're going to head back to the southwest corner of the lake, and we're going to go some cutting out there.
Okay, so we're going to head over there. We're going to give this one a test run, and then we're going to bring this beast. And this one is actually an early release unit. These units aren't scheduled till 2022, but this is an early release unit, and we're going to be putting this one to the test. And then if you guys like them, well, they'll be out next year. Well, actually, they'll be out in a few months. God, next year's a month and a half away.
Yes. Dan, so we brought actually a little early release with this, just a teaser. We get a few of these out there this year.
Yeah.
This unit has been performing fantastic.
Okay.
So what's going to happen here now, as of just very recently, we're going to also offer the stand-up model with a turf deck. Your finish cut deck is also going to be an offering for this unit.
Can you switch between them?
Yes, sir. Great question. Glad you brought that up, Stan. So today here with this mower, as you see, we've got both setups here with an all-terrain, but here in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have offerings here available for us with a finish cut deck. So the decks, to switch a deck out, it's very simple whole system here, what we're dealing with. We've got a couple deck hanger bolts down here. We've got your PTO belt underneath here. We've got a really nice easy access breaker bar to put in here to take the tension off your belt. Belt comes off, you've got a bracket back here. Decks come off, slide your finish cut back underneath there, so you've got a deck that you can choose from for the different applications that you're working with. See, I also brought out some turf tracks. I've got 2 different style tracks that are available for these units.
Okay.
Not every application is going to require this heavier lug for the slope that we're looking to stick to. So if we've got the softer ground, which we'll see out here today, and you're only looking at flat ground, we've got a turf track also here that we brought out that also incorporates a little bit less aggression, so you're going to give away some traction on the steeper slope, but also give you the flotation that you're expecting from a track unit. So
without tearing up the soft ground.
Exactly. So I'm really excited to see that, you know, with having a turf track, having a finish cut deck offering on this stand-up. As you'll see out here in a couple of minutes, this is a very fun, smooth, relaxing piece of equipment to work with. Your visibility is extreme. You've got ease of operation. Hand controls are, I feel, in the right spot for an operator to feel comfortable when he's out there mowing. From a track unit standpoint, you're going to find that it's a very comfortable, easy machine to fall in love with. As you see, the same PTO switch here as we got
Soft start,
soft start PTO. We've got an electronic throttle over here, so we've got a rheostat over here for the throttle control. Fuel capacity, nice sight gauge as well, same dial indication. 8.5 gallon fuel capacity.
Holy crap.
So we're putting some fuel to the tank so we can keep these machines working long.
1 tank, 2 tanks?
Single tank on the stand-up.
I wonder why they... Oh, there's dual tanks on the sit-down. I wonder why they do a single tank on the stand-up. I mean, the tracks probably compensate enough that you don't need the dual tanks to disperse the weight, so you get a better...
You'll never have that thought come up when you're mowing with this. You won't think that you're going to need the weight. If you felt that you needed the weight, you probably shouldn't have been mowing there. I think you needed a rope at that point to get you up that hill.
You need a rope at that point, he says. All right, well, let's head over to the test grounds and let's go see what's going on. All right, you guys, on the very next video coming out, we are going to take these mowers through hell and back, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. And if you enjoy videos like this, the thumbs up and a comment goes a long way. And that's it for today. God bless and go get them, and we'll see you on the next one. And it looks like, guys, I may have a snow plowing video coming out sooner than I expected, because that's where I'm heading right now. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. See you later, man.